Live with little or no editing, it's Defense Up, I'm Run 7. How you doing? Today we're going over, it's Korza, and we're gonna knock this one out real quick. We grade on 5 different criteria. It's who you're using, their placement, their power levels, their ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. Team number 1 is a Wave 1 Avenger team. We've got great placement, pretty decent ISOs. It's not built up huge, but it's okay. I like Thor as a Raider better, and I think when you're doing Black Widow and Hawkeye, you should have Hawkeye as a striker and Black Widow as a skirmisher, or vice versa, your choice. I prefer Black Widow to be skirmisher because she has a lot of callouts on the skilletary team in case you're going to use her there sometimes. So we could change those ISOs. It's not a really big deal. This team is too old to get too excited about it. So for Korza, don't bother changing anything. Just forget about it. Remember, when it comes to ISOs, it's 1 or 4. If the character's getting use outside of war, I recommend going at least ISO level 1.4. If they're not getting any use outside of war, I recommend only putting in the 1 ISO because it costs almost nothing and it'll give you a little bit of value, but don't go nuts on them. Don't waste your ions and your ISO material on tunes that are not getting value elsewhere. I know Stochasticism likes to say no raids, no ISOs, and so he has a very wonky setup defense. But yeah, basically the character's got to have value. So, you know, putting 2 ISO in here is kind of a waste. 2 over here is kind of a waste. You know, if you want to use this team, if you're excited about war defense, if you're, you know, planning on becoming a Kraken player or something like that, you know, go ahead, build them up. So anyway, pretty close on this, a little bit wasteful with the ions. I'm going to go B+ for that team, not terrible. Team number 2 is this is a supernatural team, isn't it? Isn't this the supernatural? Okay, well, we definitely want to change teams, right? We want to be building either Dark Hunters or Dark Hold with some of these members. But if you're not building them, which it doesn't look like Korza is for some reason, okay, let's see how the supernatural team plays out. 1, it shouldn't be on defense because everybody's just going to go into Strange and kill him, and then the team kind of folds. This team is designed to lose some members and then have them be revived by Strange and then keep going, and they control you with negative effects. Skirmisher on Mordo is great, but it needs to be level 5. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste. He's basically just putting out a vulnerable. Striker on Ghost Rider is good. I actually switched mine to Raider for the event because I needed vulnerables on the field, but you know, that's a Scourge thing. Don't worry about it. Striker on him just for that double tap, the extra bleed, the damage and stuff. He's the damage dealer on this archaic team. Raider over here is correct. You could probably feel safe in building her up because she is on that Dark Hunter team and she does a lot of damage now. She also is a flex pick for teams going into teams like Hydra 1.0 because she can kill people and not have them revive. Scarlet Witch on that Dark Hold team. Did I say Dark Hunters, Dark Hold here? Okay, DH is a lot. Anyway, Skirmisher, you got to go level 5 if you're going to go Skirmisher on her. Otherwise, Raider for the crit damage. And then Fortifier on Strange. That one you got right also. So we need to invest in ISOs, possibly change an ISO or 2. The placement is good. I mean, it's a decent supernatural team, but honestly, you should be using the supernatural on offense to do things. On defense, they kind of get rolled because it's easy to beat them when you're not AI, you know, when you know to just take down Doctor Strange first. So I'd like to see you just break this up, build a Dark Hunter team, build a Dark Hold team, or at least keep her in reserve for a Dark Hold team. I'm finding that she's necessary for certain counters in Arena. So I kind of think this is a weird thing, and I'm going to go with a C on it. I'm not sure what to do or where to go on that or why you're doing this. Team number 3 is a Merc team, straight Mercs. We got decent placement. We got okay ISOs. You've got the native ISO on Killmonger. With Taskmaster being a skirmisher, you should definitely change him to a striker. Also, you went Fortifier on Lieutenant because he's kind of weak. I think you should just get the star on him and then change him over either to a striker or a healer, and then definitely change him to a striker with this ISO. That way you'll have at least 3 strikers for your Taskmaster to assist off of and get those counter assist attacks. The team's old. It's really not worth investing in. If you're a newer player, don't build this team. Just build your Taskmaster if you want to. He's got some value. He's got a really good kit. He really does. He's got stun. He's got copy clear effects. He's got blinds. He can be fast in the right situation. I do like Taskmaster still, but the Merc team is not a defense worth building. We're in the ballpark with this, but you need some ISO changes. Gonna go with a B on that. Number 4 is the Guardians of the Garbage Can. Now, I believe Korza is an OG player and built this team from a long time ago. This is not a team to be investing in. Excuse me. I was predicting Vision getting a rework with a tech raid team coming out. That tech raid team may not be coming out. Now we're hearing rumors of the A-Force. Not confirmed rumors, just data mined rumors. Those have a high probability, but they are not a certainty. We could still get a tech raid team. Like we could get 2 and 2. I don't know. But I don't think any of these characters are worth investing in except for maybe Ghost. And Ghost is just a situational character for like Dark Dimensions and raids and stuff like that. So even Ghost may not be worth your investment. However, we have Skirmisher, Raider, Healer. Those are the traditional Guardians of the Garbage Can ISOs. If you're gonna do 2 people that are not Guardians, I prefer going Striker, Striker, Skirmisher. That way you get a triple and quadruple hit combos off of Rocket and Star-Lord. There is healing in Groot's kit, but he's not really a healer. Don't waste your ISOs doing that. And then Vision as a striker. No, he needs to be like a level 5 skirmisher because his focus is so terrible. But again, he's a trash toon. Don't build him. So since you only have a level 1 investment in this Korza, I think that you should switch those over to striker, striker, skirmisher, and then just forget about this team, man. Just forget about it. You're just doing something. It's a filler team for you, and I understand that. You're in the ballpark. You haven't done anything too terribly wasteful because these are the wrong ISOs, but they're only level 1. I barely even want to dock you. They are the traditional Guardians of the Galaxy ISOs, but the Vision ISO strikers, that's weird. And then she's correct with that striker. So I'm just gonna go B+ on this. It's not crazy. It could use some tweaks. And oh, also, I think we put Groot in the middle. You kind of want Groot to die. Team number 5 is okay, we got an Eternal Chavez with MLF. Ooh, this is gonna be scary. I like this one, guys. So we're speeding up Cersei a lot with Loki in there too. And then we're speeding up MLF so that she does her Darkhold tricks against other, like if you come into this with an Eternals counter and there's MLF and she's screwing over those Eternals. She's sped up too, so she's going first. Yeah, this is great, man. I like this. I'm not even sure how to beat this. This is the first time I've seen it. I should have seen it sooner. This is a great build. I like it. I like it. Remember, you gotta have the T4 in America Chavez. Yes, if you watched previous videos, that is dependent on her level, not her gear level. I think you gotta have her like gear tier 4 or something like that to unlock it. But after that, it's her character level. But yeah, make sure you get the T4 in America Chavez to make the whole thing work. And I think this is a fantastic build. It's new, it's impressive, it's done right. I like the ISOs. Yeah, who knows where we're gonna land on the ISOs with MLF. Could be Skirmisher, could be Raider, could be Striker. We don't know yet. We'll wait until the team is filled out after the event. People have their proper stars on her. We see where the resistance levels are and stuff like that. So not docking for any ISOs there. Looks good. Gonna give you an A+ for this because it's new. You're the first one to it that I've seen. So good job. Team number 6, Web Warriors. Good enough placement, good enough ISOs. I can give you an A for that. I'm actually thinking, so I go into this team with Black Order. I go into it with Black Order all the time, and I kind of love this placement. I would probably either go for Ghost Spider and hit these two with Thanos' little three-piece shooter, you know? Or I'd go after Scarlet Spider and hit these 3. So if you see in your histories that a lot of people are taking this down with Black Order, which is a good counter for this team, they just do well against it, I would then consider maybe swapping places with Miles someplace else, moving him into either this back corner or this back row so that Thanos has a harder time. And then just look, you know, put like Ghost Spider, Miles, and then OG Spider, and then put over here, you know, Scarlet and Punk or something like that, so that they're not able to get so many good people. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe this is the best way to go. I don't know. Leave comments. Leave comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. For now, this is the best placement. Pretty good ISOs. Good job. A for that team. Okay. It's heroes for hire. We see this a lot. I think we could swap places with Iron Fist and Colleen Wing. It's not super necessary. Otherwise, I think you got great ISOs. I think your placement is close enough. I think it's a good team. I'm going to go ahead and give you an A for this. It's close enough. I like it. Good job. Team number 8 is a new Warriors with Surfer and Emma. This is how it should be done. I kind of like Surfer next to Dagger myself, but this is a choice also. We have 3 strikers, 1 skirmisher. Ooh. Okay, now these 2 are putting out vulnerables on their AoEs, and it is a lot of vulnerables. I think you can get away with this. I won't dock you for it. There's a choice to be made. You could do Surfer as a Raider if you wanted to. Doesn't matter. I like Surfer as Raider on defense and Striker on offense because, you know, AI controlling your character. This is pretty good, though. I'll give you an A for it. It's close enough. Team number 9 is the SA with Coulson and Doc Ock. Now, I think Korza is adjacent to security and has that defense down. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Korza isn't. Never mind. But this is a really good team because you get the deflex going here from Doc Ock. You get healing from those deflex because of Maria Hill and Doc Ock. Coulson in here has some shield synergy with the team, and he just kind of opens up early, causes stuff to happen, puts a taunt out there, stuff like that. So it's a tough team. It's a good build. It's a thing to do with your Doc Ock. I kind of like putting in Captain America in here in place of Coulson. Then things get tricky because you have 2 taunts traveling back and forth. You have all those deflex, all those guys blocking and healing and crazy. It's a timeout team for sure. But this is okay. I like it. I can give you an A for that team. Let's see. Striker, healer, skirmisher. Let's change Coulson to either a Raider or a Striker. Coulson has turn meter rewind on his basic, so that's a good choice for Striker. He also has lots of AoEs and chain attacks, so it's a good choice for Raider with the crit damage, bouncing around, placing lots of vulnerables for your other Striker to go into. But it's not bad. It's not bad. You know what? I'm going to go A-. I don't like that ISO choice. Let's go A- on that. All right, team number 10 is the Emmarauders with Minerva. I like Minerva in here. I think it's a good choice for now until we unlock Madeline Pryor. I do think Madeline Pryor is a whale flex pick. Let's see. Fortifier, Skirmisher, Healer, Skirmisher. That's great. I like it. I can give you an A for this team. Good job. That was Korza's defense up. If you want your defense up featured, links are in the description. Remember, you can always be a part of the conversation and, you know, highlight messages to me over here on the side, which is happening. Chat is loving making fun of me while I do this. It's very hard for me to do these and I get distracted by them easily. So you can also tell me what I'm doing wrong by coming onto Twitch and being a part of this conversation. Those links are in the description also. Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. Yeah, come do it. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others too, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.